Good Tuesday evening and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Before we get to tonight's top stories, let's head outside and take a look outside our beautiful Tuesday afternoon weather window, looking down at the Wenatchee Valley from our cross camera up on Wenatchee Heights. And boy, nice and warm out there today after a cold holiday weekend. Well, at least chilly holiday weekend. Temperatures back to normal today. We can expect more of the same pretty much for Wednesday and Thursday as well. I think our temperatures are going to be even a little bit warmer than the upper 60s and 70s. We might even be near 80 degrees on Wednesday and well into the mid 70s on Thursday. And then, thunderstorms Thursday afternoon, also Friday afternoon with rain likely on both Saturday and Sunday. And we will talk much more weather coming up a little bit later on. Now, a few of the news stories we're following for you tonight. Chelan County Sheriff's deputies were involved in a pair of rescues on Saturday. Wenatchee police are looking for a man they say set a fire inside the Wenatchee Target store Sunday night. A Wenatchee man was charged last week with multiple counts of child sexual abuse. And an East Wenatchee student is charged with felony harassment for allegedly making online threats to commit a school shooting. But first, our top story tonight. 2 expelled students at Eastmont Junior High reportedly returned to the school this morning, which led to an extended foot chase through the neighborhood and a lockdown of that school. The pair were taken into custody after being chased by East Wenatchee police officers for about 30 minutes. East Wenatchee police said one of the boys was armed with a knife designed to be worn on the hand with a metal knuckle grip. Police say the 2 males showed up at the school about 7:35 a.m. wearing blue bandanas and ran past staff trying to stop them. Police responded and the foot chase ensued. Both boys were booked into Chelan County Juvenile Detention on possible charges ranging from first-degree burglary, second-degree burglary, resisting arrest, and third-degree attempted assault. Chelan County Sheriff's deputies were involved in a pair of rescues Saturday, first when a paraglider crashed in Chelan Canyon, then later when a pair of kayakers had to be rescued from the Wenatchee River. The 42-year-old paraglider crashed on the north side of Chelan Canyon about 12:35 p.m., suffering ankle and possible back injuries, that according to Rob Huddleston of the Sheriff's Office. The man was taken by air ambulance to Central Washington Hospital in Wenatchee. Then about 5:20 p.m., sheriff's deputies responded to a call about a pair of kayakers who had apparently fallen in the Wenatchee River near Plain. Deputies and fire crews were able to get the kayakers to shore safely. Wenatchee police are looking for a man they say set a fire inside the Wenatchee Target store Sunday night. Both the police and Chelan County Fire District 1 responded to the fire just after 7 p.m. Wenatchee Police Department Captain Edgar Reinfeld said fire crews quickly put the fire out. Police released a surveillance footage photo of the suspect leaving the store at 7:04 p.m. and said he was last seen riding a white bicycle. Anyone with information on the suspect is asked to call Rivercom at 509-663-9911. Meanwhile, a Wenatchee man was charged last week with multiple counts of child sexual abuse. East Wenatchee police say 35-year-old Marcos Antonio De Paz molested an 8-year-old child in his home last year. The child disclosed allegations of sexual abuse last year, and investigators say De Paz locked a second child in a garage at the same time in order to carry out the alleged abuse. Douglas County prosecutors issued a summons on Friday charging De Paz with first-degree child rape and child molestation, as well as unlawful imprisonment. De Paz must appear in court on June 13th. An East Wenatchee student is charged with felony harassment for allegedly making online threats to commit a school shooting. Eastmont School Resource Officer Ivy Jacobson arrested the 14-year-old student back on May 23rd after worrisome Instagram messages began circulating among students and staff at Eastmont Junior High. The messages allegedly posted by the student included an image of a handgun and a threat to open fire at the school the following day. Prosecutors charged the student in Douglas County Juvenile Court on Thursday. The youth was released to the care of family members and ordered not to return to the school. The case is due for arraignment on June 15th. Well, when we come back, a 50-year-old Renton man was injured Sunday by a ricochet from a shot fired by a friend who was target shooting near Lake Wenatchee. Chelan County PUD workers restored water service to the Sunny Slope and Birch Mountain areas this morning after a line broke over the long weekend. And unemployment rates have now declined in the Wenatchee Metro Statistical Area for the past 13 consecutive months. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
At D.A. Davidson in Wenatchee, they believe your investment success begins with a personalized plan. A plan that is the roadmap you need to navigate your way to living your best years in retirement. D.A. Davidson can help you create a plan so you can take the time to enjoy the finer things in life. Let the financial advisors at D.A. Davidson help chart your retirement future today.
The Lake Chelan Rotary Club invites you to experience the newly expanded Cycle Chelan, held June 25th, 2022. Pick your thrill from 4 rides: the Century Challenge, Cycle Divino, the Lake Loop, or the Butte Blast. All profits from Cycle Chelan are used to support student scholarships of the Lake Chelan Rotary Club. Cycle Chelan 2022. Pick your thrill today.
What is home? A place to gather, a place to grow, provide shelter for the ones we love, eat, drink, restore, build trust. It's a place to rest when the workday is done, a place to find quiet after a night of good fun. What an honor we have at Guild to help own, finance, create, pave the way to live in home.
Welcome back. In another news, a 50-year-old Renton man was injured Sunday by a ricochet from a shot fired by a friend who was target shooting near Lake Wenatchee. The man suffered an injury to his right forearm and was transported to Central Washington Hospital in Wenatchee. The injured man was a bystander at a target shooting about 1:15 p.m. in a gravel pit in the 20,800 block of Beaver Valley Road and Chumstick Highway when the friend fired a .223 round at a steel target. The bullet then ricocheted and hit the victim, that according to Sheriff Sergeant Rob Huddleston. The injured man told deputies the steel target was supposed to fold over when hit. Chelan County PUD workers restored water service to the Sunny Slope and Birch Mountain areas this morning after a line broke over the long weekend. The PUD said the sizable leak required water crews to replace a section of water line, which now will mean a repair to a portion of Stony Brook Lane. PUD crews are now preparing the roadway for permanent repairs, which will be done by a contractor. The PUD said the exact cause of the line failure and how much water was spilled has not yet been determined. Unemployment rates have now declined in the Wenatchee Metro Statistical Area for the past 13 consecutive months, and the April 2022 reading of 4.6% was 1 1/10 percentage points less than the 5.7 percentage rate in April of 2021. This April, total non-farm employment netted 2,500 more jobs than the 44,700 jobs tallied in April of 2021, a 5.6% increase. Also, the two-county Wenatchee MSA economy provided 1,600 more non-farm jobs. That's up 3.5% in April of 2022 than in April of 2019, an indication that the local non-farm market has rebounded to levels above the pre-COVID era. You're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News. Coming up next, tonight's feature story and your complete local weather forecast. That and much more still to come on the NCWLIFE Evening News. Please stay with us.
Traditional values and innovation in honoring the life of each family we serve is part of the ministry of Heritage Memorial Chapel. Our staff is committed to walk with your family with compassion through this time of grief. We are here to help and here to serve, the right kind of help when you need it most. Heritage Memorial Chapel.
Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa has hot tubs in stock now. Spas are scientifically proven to improve sleep and ease arthritis pain. Let us help you find the perfect spa today. Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa is helping families reconnect, one hot tub at a time.
The best pizza in the known universe is right here at downtown Chelan, so come on up. For the best locally crafted beer and barbecue in Chelan, come on up.
For the best down-home scratch country cooking in North Central Washington, you'll find it in Manson. Come on up.
Come on up. Come on up.
Come on up.
NCWLIFE really does a great job of exposing our brand. It's a little scary at first, right? You're just throwing money out there hoping it comes back. And to see those results come back through and see people walk through the door and say, hey, saw your TV advertisement. Those are the kinds of things that you see the return on. And when you look at the cost spent, you know you're making a return on it. There's a huge market here and market potential, and they are a great avenue for that.
Welcome back to the NCWLIFE Evening News. In tonight's feature story, when the city of Wenatchee set out to honor its native predecessors with a memorial park monument, only one applicant submitted a proposal to design it. Fortunately, that applicant is an accomplished one. The Spokane firm called Land Expressions, partnering with artist Hazen Audell. Audell has previously hosted National Geographic programs documenting Indigenous people around the world. The City Council voted Thursday to designate $10,000 for initial design. Parks and Recreation Director Dave Erickson outlined the project for council members.
This project, actually, the genesis of it started back in 2015 when we did a month-long process to update the master plan for Memorial Park. And one of those elements that was included was some sort of a recognition memorial feature of the park at the confluence of the walkways. So if you've been in the park, there's a number of different sidewalks and they all come together at an intersection. And so this would be in that intersection area. So sort of the initial idea was sort of a plaza area, maybe some seating, something like that. So when we went into the 2022 budget process, this project was moved ahead from the original intended time period when we were going to start in 2025. It got moved up to 2022. So here we are going through the design process. So earlier this year, we did a call to artists. We sent it out to over 475 design firms, both the local tribes. We're all over the media, service clubs, social media, promoting that call to artist. From that, we've got one very qualified submittal. Fortunately, it was from a very qualified team and have done some similar work and some really impressive work around the state. So the next step would be to select this firm, and once they're on board for the next 6 months or so, to then go through an additional public design process to refine that kind of general idea that we have and actually come up with a concept. The goal would be to have that in place by the end of October. So going into budget next year, we would have a better idea what that actual cost is going to be. Construction then would happen in 2023 following the Apple Blossom Festival, with the target date for a dedication of Indigenous Peoples Day of October 9th of 2023. So this has been to the Arts Rec and Park Commission. We talked about it today at Finance Committee, and Arts Rec and Park unanimously recommended the selection of this group.
Time now to take a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Hope your long holiday weekend was a great one. Our weather wasn't so great, that's for sure. A mixture of cool temperatures, a little bit of that misty rain and some wind made for, not so great weather for Memorial Day. But today, fantastic out there all across the Wenatchee Valley. We did see a few of those clouds roll in throughout the afternoon, but temperatures stayed on the comfortable side. 74 unofficially this afternoon, our high. 75 is where we should be for this time of year. And for the first time this year, our first 100-degree record high, and that was set back in 1986 at 103 degrees. Low this morning, 50 degrees, 52 is normal, and 41 is our record. That year, 1984. We're still at 4.01 inches of moisture going back to January 1st. Sunrise 5:09, sunset tonight at 8:49. Let's take a quick look at what we can expect this week. As we move into tomorrow and Thursday, we're going to see partly cloudy skies, a lot of increasing clouds on Thursday, mid to upper 70s for Wednesday, mid 70s on Thursday, but all good things come to an end, and they will late Thursday with thunderstorms in our forecast. We could see lightning, heavy rain Thursday afternoon. That goes for Friday, portions of Saturday, and then Sunday, unfortunately, rain all day long. Let's get into the details now, and we'll begin you with tomorrow. Temperatures, as I mentioned, going to be very, very nice. In fact, many of us will flirt with 80 degrees tomorrow, including Moses Lake, Ephrata, and Quincy. About 77 for Wenatchee. 75 in Leavenworth, and a beautiful 77 degrees over in Lake Chelan tomorrow. Tonight, we can expect mostly clear skies. There is high pressure up and over us, that high just off the California coast. That'll provide those clear skies tonight with lows in the mid-50s. Very mild for us tonight. On Wednesday, partly cloudy skies as an area of low pressure off the coast begins to bring some clouds our way. It will be warmer tomorrow, though, as we just talked about, with high temperatures in the mid to upper 70s. And then on Thursday, our ridge does move just a little bit east, and that'll allow clouds to move in. Remember, warm air already over us and some colder air moving in. That could kick off thunderstorms on Thursday. High temperatures in the mid-70s for Friday. I think our best shot for thunderstorms, it will be the afternoon and early evening variety, and you can see the lightning strikes all over central and eastern Washington. Once again on Friday, highs fairly nice in the mid-70s. And then for our Saturday, our next round of low pressure moves in, and it will provide moisture, especially Saturday morning, and that will move to the east of us by Saturday afternoon. We will be cooler too on Saturday with highs in the mid to upper 60s. For Sunday, cloudy skies. It's going to be a rainy one. Rain likely. This is our morning hours, but look what happens as we get into mid and late afternoon. The entire state looks very rainy. It will stay cool on Sunday with highs only in the mid-60s. That'll be about 10 degrees below where we should be. And then by our next work week, here we go, another ridge just off the coast of Washington and Oregon. That means warmer temperatures with highs on Monday back to around 70 degrees. Let's take a look now at that 7-day forecast. 54 tonight, 77 tomorrow with partly cloudy skies. And then remember, thunderstorms and rain a possibility both Thursday afternoon and Friday afternoon. Mid-70s for highs. Look at these lows Wednesday and Thursday, also Friday. And then a bit of a cool down as we get you into Saturday and Sunday. Morning showers Saturday with high temperatures around 67. Looks like about 67 on Sunday too, but boy, it is going to be a rainy one on Sunday. Better conditions then as we get to Monday. Partly cloudy skies and warmer with high temperatures then around 70 degrees. And that's a look at your local weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
Spring is more than just a time to clean. It's your time to renew, recharge, and spend time with the people you love. At Merry Maids, our cleaning services go beyond the basic services and provide you with a comprehensive clean that will re-energize your home and enhance your life. From everyday routine cleaning or deep cleanings, Merry Maids professional team members can provide you with an unrivaled experience. Call Merry Maids to schedule your cleaning today.
With TV advertising, what we want to do is more deeply connect with the community.
People spot me in different parts around North Central, Costco and Wenatchee, say, hey, you're the pizza guy. And so they wouldn't know that if it weren't for the TV commercials we've done.
We've been here so long that people already know who we are and what we do, but to have that image flash on their television screen as opposed to just hearing it in the radio or seeing it in the newspaper, I just love the fact that we can actually put our finger on when a customer comes in and says, I saw your ad.
It's becoming increasingly difficult in this digital age to know where are your customers listening or watching, because I watch all the different channels that they watch too, like Cooking Channel, History Channel, and so it was wonderful to be able to be on there.
I would say that if you want to do business in Wenatchee, then you should connect with the people of Wenatchee, and there's no better way to do that than with NCWLIFE.
And now it's a sports update on the NCWLIFE channel.
And a happy Tuesday to you. The high school sports season came to a close over the Memorial Day weekend at state tournaments. And we have a baseball champion, some tennis champions, and 5 track champions here from North Central Washington. The Brewster Bears are state 2B baseball champs after coming from behind in 2 games in Ridgefield. On Friday, Brewster came from behind to beat Jenkins-Tooele 6-5. Then in the championship Saturday, Bears came back to beat Toutle Lake 7-6. Chelan took 4th at the state 1A tournament in Yakima. Goats were edged by eventual champion Bellevue Christian Friday 5-4. Chelan then fell in the consolation game to University Prep by a final of 4-3. Well, Cashmere's Kurt sisters are once again state 1A tennis champions. This time it's Lauren and Faith Kurt. Now, a couple of years ago, it was Lauren and Aaliyah who teamed up for a state title. The Kurts cruised to the championship match where they were tested by a duo from Seattle Academy. After falling in the first set 6-3, Lauren and Faith rebounded to win 6-4 and 7-5 for the title. Congratulations. Well, Tonasset's Skylar Hardesty took 4th in the girls 1B, 2B tournament in Yakima. Wenatchee's Chloe Andrzejewski placed 6th at the 4A tournament in the Tri-Cities, while Moses Lake's pair of Malika Warnick and Emily Gregory took 6th place. Wenatchee's Ben Borden and Evan Mueller came back to take 3rd in the boys 4A tournament. Also, Tonasset's Connor Hardesty and Alex Owsley were 4th at the state 1B, 2B, 1A tournament, while Quincy's Marty Gonzalez and Harrison Heiler were 5th. Omac's Bo Sackman and Jonathan Stenberg took 6th place. Well, Wenatchee's soccer season came to an end with a 4th place finish at the state 4A tournament in Puyallup over the weekend. After a heartbreaking 3-2 loss to Skyline in the semis on Friday, Panthers dropped a 2-1 decision to Pasco Saturday in the consolation match. Bellarmine defeated Skyline for the state title by a score of 1-0. Well, Eastmont went 1-2 at the state 4A softball tournament that was played in Spokane. After falling to Kamiakin on Friday morning 6-4, the Wildcats came back to beat West Valley 12-5 in the afternoon. By the way, that was their first ever win at the state tournament, so congratulations there. Skyline then put Eastmont out of the tournament Friday night with a 10-8 decision. Redmond was the eventual state champion in softball. Cashmere lost its play-in game in the state 1A tournament in Richland Friday by a score of 6-5 to Hoquiam. Nooksack Valley went on to win the state title there. Okanagan lost its play-in game in the state 2B tournament in Yakima 12-2 to Toledo. Lake Roosevelt lost to Colfax 14-8 and then to Forks 19-8 to be ousted from the tournament. PL Willapa Valley was the eventual state champion. Well, Eastmont and Wenatchee are hailing state champs in track and field today. Eastmont's Micah Daw topped the podium in the pole vault, while Wenatchee's Mason Moore captured the state discus crown. Eastmont's Eamon Monahan took 3rd place in the high jump. Other track finishings, Okanagan girls track team finished 2nd at the state 1A, 2B, 1B meet in Cheney. Congrats to the top 3 finishers, including Quincy's Reed Thompson. He was 2nd in discus. Okanagan's Taylor Myers 2nd in the javelin. Tonasset's Kaylee Dannison 3rd in the javelin. Okanagan's Lexi Lafferty third in the discus. Cashmere's Raquel Pedraza, second in javelin. Waterville Mansfield's Abraham Diaz, third in shot. Okanagan's Tamara Matheson, second in the long jump. The Bulldogs' Lexi Lafferty also won a state title in the shot put. Other top three finishers included Cashmere's Jonah Grossi, second in the high jump. Okanagan girls second in the 4x200 relay. Brewster's Cadence Carrington was third in the 800 meters. Quincy's Jalen Spence, second in the 110-meter hurdle. Okanagan's Afton Woods, second in the 100-meter hurdles. Liberty Bell's Leaky Albright was second in the 3,200-meter run. By the way, they called that a run for me. No, that would be torture. Quincy's Jalen Spence took first place in the 300 meters, while Cascade girls were first in the 4x400 meter relay. Other top three finishers from North Central Washington: Okanagan girls, third in the 4x100 relay. Okanagan's Afton Woods, second in the 300 meter hurdles, and third in the 200 meter dash. Okanagan's Kaylin Yusi was third in the 200 meter dash. Liberty Bell's Dexter Delaney, third in the 3,200 meter run. And the Okanagan girls, second in the 4x400. Congratulations to everybody on a great spring season. Well, the Mariners took 2 of 3 from Houston over the weekend at T-Mobile Park. If you weren't paying attention, Astros salvaged the final game of the series on Sunday by a score of 2-1 after Seattle won Friday 6-1 and 6-0 on Saturday. M's are on the road today to begin the first of a 9-game road trip in Baltimore. That game is underway on Root Sports Northwest. In American League, taking a look at the scoreboard, Yordan Alvarez homered twice in Houston's 5-1 win in Oakland last night. Framber Valdez pitched a complete game 2-hitter with 7 strikeouts for the Stros. Mitch Garver was 3 for 4, including a 2-run double and a 4-run 6th inning to give Texas a 9-5 win over Tampa Bay. Astros' lead in American League West is 4 games in front of Los Angeles. Texas is 7 games back. The Mariners 10.5 games out of first place. That's a look at sports news. I'm Eric Granstrom on the NCW Life channel. Grant, back to you.
Thank you very much, Eric. And finally tonight, Moses Lake's 4-day Springfest celebration wrapped up Sunday with big crowds turning out for concerts, a car show, parades, a 3-on-3 basketball tournament, a carnival, and more. Moses Lake police officers joined in the fun, with 3 officers racing down a carnival slide and Detective Omar Ramirez taking on a challenge from a 12-year-old girl to do a cartwheel. The department said it isn't clear who was more surprised by a successful cartwheel, the girl or Detective Ramirez. Now let's check in with Dan Coons for a look at what's coming up tomorrow morning on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Dan?
Thanks, Grant. Tomorrow is June 1st, and starting tomorrow, I will be entering into the Witness Protection Program, and because of that, I will be wearing this disguise until the Federal Bureau of Investigation lets me out of the Witness Protection Program. I don't want the people who are out to get me to recognize me, so I'm going to be required to have to wear these glasses. Also, we'll talk about the Apple Capital Open, the big swim meet hosted by Velocity Swimming. It comes to the Wenatchee Valley with hundreds and hundreds of swimmers on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We'll talk about that, too, on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. We welcome June tomorrow, live and local at 7 a.m. Grant, back to you.
Thank you very much, Dan, and that's going to do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around North Central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at ncwlife.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-6295. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks for joining us, and have a great night.
Watch Vibrant Living, brought to you by the Wenatchee Valley Senior Activity Center. Find out about programs and activities for ages 50 and over, and meet amazing seniors who contribute to our community. New episodes Sundays at 1:30 p.m., replayed throughout the week on the NCW Life channel.
The NCW Life channel offers marketing packages that help you build your brand and sell your products and services. From traditional TV ads to targeted digital campaigns, let us help you build your customer base. Call NCW Life channel today.